Do you want to create Sonic OCs and you don't know how? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, I'm going to be showing how to make a Sonic OC, or more like tips on how to make a Sonic OC. I'm not just going to tell you to do something and then you automatically do it, but I guess this will help you to understand ways to make a Sonic OC without screwing your brain up. So, I will be explaining some things. Yep. Now, creating a Sonic OC, it's easy. Well, some people might think that it's easy, but other people might think that it's hard. The first two factors that you'll need to think of is species and gender, because that can tell a lot about what character you want to make. And no, we're not going to be getting an original character, slapping a different color on it, and then calling it your own. We're not going to be doing that in this video. I'm not saying you can't have a hedgehog OC, fox OCs. I'm just saying, like, getting an original picture of the character and just slapping a different color on it. That's what I meant. I'm not trying to take away your privileges. But if you do want to just trace, then be my guest, but you know. So let's actually get to the actual part of the video. Now, like I said, the first two things you need to figure out is species and gender. Once you've got all that figured out, it shouldn't be too hard. I guess another hard thing will be to actually come up with an actual design, but I can help you with that. Now, for me personally, my Sonic characters, they don't belong to the universe with Sonic and his friends. They're all part of their own universe, but you can choose what universe you want your characters to be in if you want that. Like, there's a lot of universes to choose from. There's the Archie universe, the IDW universe, even the Boom universe, and there's also the games. Like, it could even be Sonic Forces, which is literally you create your own avatar and stuff. All of the classic universe, like the Sonic Mania game, and of course, there's a lot more, like Sonic Colors and Sonic Riders as well. Now we can also get on to the outfits. For girls, of course, usually girl Sonic OCs have outfits. For males, it doesn't really matter, and some people do put clothes on their male Sonic OCs, like I do, for example. Mostly just as a stylistic thing, so they don't look too plain. But that's like a choice. I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but I've been asked a lot on how to design or make a Sonic fan character, and one of the things that I always say is coloring as one of the examples, because for coloring, I wouldn't really recommend a lot of super bright colors, except my main OC, Tito, but he's like an exception. So, one of the examples I would say is lime green. I wouldn't recommend that for all over your character, but I wouldn't mind if it was like in the outfit or just a little bit in the outfit, I'll say. The reason why I was talking about bright colors is because it can be pretty eye-bleeding and hurtful to the eyes, I'll say, because, I mean, it's bright colors, and there's a lot of eye straining, and a lot of people aren't going to want to look at an OC that will hurt your eyes. Since this is a commentary channel, I am going to be speed painting and showing some examples of OCs that I actually recently started creating, so you guys can know what I'm going for. But of course, I'm not expecting you to create OCs just like me. It's just friendly advice. I'm not saying for you to change everything. Now, in terms of thinking of a name for your OC, you really don't have to worry about that until after you create the OC. It's not a super important part until after. I would recommend choosing a name that you won't forget, and of course, coming up with other ideas for an OC requires research. I sometimes look at Pinterest or just search up ideas, like different kinds of outfits, like casual, fancy, stuff like that. And I know some people know this, but in case you guys don't, not all Sonic OCs or any OC in general has to have powers. But in case you do want to have an OC with powers, I don't think you should make them super OP. Like, I don't think you should make them able to destroy the entire planet with the touch of a finger or something. That probably wouldn't be fair, because I know some people with OCs like that, and it can be pretty frustrating. I probably won't be able to help you with backstory, because some of my OCs don't even have backstory. That's like the hardest thing for me to come up with. This OC in particular that you're seeing me draw right now, her name is Piper. She's a raccoon. I created her yesterday. Yes, this was drawn yesterday. Same with the second one that I'm going to be showing. Her backstory, I'm not very big on it yet, but it is still a work in progress, and I do have a bit of an idea in mind. If you guys do want to hear it, maybe I'll talk about it sometime, but yeah. Now, going back to what I said about research, that's kind of the idea where you get most of your ideas from. Just like looking at different species, outfit ideas. The gender, you obviously don't need research for that. Clothing style, like I said before, even different powers. If you don't know what power you want your OC, if you want to give it powers, I'll say, then just do research. I usually do research for names as well, because it is really hard for me to come up with a name from the top of my head. So I have to look at different girl names, boy names. Sometimes I look at different Japanese names because I really like those. Sometimes they're interesting to me. Now, it is important to not rush the design of your character if you want it to actually turn out the way you want. Rushing, it can lead to all sorts of problems, and sometimes things just go all over the place, if you know what I mean. Now I will be showing a male design that you obviously don't have to have the same idea as me. It is very good to get inspired off of others as long as you're not straight up copying them. I should have said that sooner. The current OC I am working with is named Champagne. He is a badger, and he is Piper's best buddy. I will say that I am creating a band for them of misfits, as I will call it. But that's kind of all I've really got so far, just outcasts that didn't get accepted by the public. That's the only kind of story that I've got for them, and I still have 2 more band members coming, but I am not gonna draw them in this video because I haven't actually drawn them yet. I know I keep saying the same thing, but I really hope you guys don't think that I'm trying to pressure you into drawing like me. Or not really drawing like me, but coming out with my exact ideas. I usually go with more paler or darker colors, sometimes a bit of light, but I'm not trying to say, hey, this is how you guys should create characters. It's only advice on to improve your characters, more like, and how to create them all together. I guess another piece of advice I will say is taking kindly criticism from your friends. I don't know if that was the right word to use, but only take criticism if you want and ask for it. Of course, you don't always have to agree with the other's perspective. It's just in case you can't find anything to research and you just need someone to give you good ideas. Sometimes criticism can be a good thing. It just depends on how you go about it. Now, after you have created your character, I am not going to be telling you what you should do with it. That's for you to decide. You can do whatever you want with your character. Of course, as long as you're not using it for harm, everybody will be happy. You can feel free to do whatever you want, ship with whoever you want, and unless you want them to stay single, and just go wild. It's all up to you. I really hope that I did end up helping in some ways on how to create a character. I've never done these kinds of videos before, so I'm sorry if I stutter a lot. I know I stutter in all my videos. I'm pretty shy and introverted, if you couldn't already tell. And sometimes I just don't know how to say the words that I say. So, anyways, I do hope you guys did enjoy this video. I am about halfway to 100 subscribers, and I'm surprised they're even coming this fast. Thank you guys so much for all the support, and especially the support on my fixing AI video. It really means a lot. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Goodbye, everybody.